Okay, now filling in the missing numbers. Well, first of all, what law are we doing here, Blade? When we're expanding brackets?
Distributing.
Distributive.
Tiv.
Distributive law. Awesome. Now, there's other laws, and we will get to those, or you have already seen those, associative law, commutative law, that sort of stuff. But we are using distributive law. What that means is that we're multiplying the 4 by y, and we're also multiplying the 4 by 3. If you think about it in terms of numbers, what is 2 times 1 plus 2? Well, you could do one or two things. You could add up what's in the brackets, which is 3, and then 3 times 2 is 6. Or we can say that that is 2 times 1, plus 2 times 2, which is equal to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6. Now, that's basically distributive law in a nutshell. But the thing is that we've got to multiply these pronumerals, y, x, z, whatever, and that's what we're doing. So we've got to be careful. A lot of students do the 4y, but they don't multiply 4 by 3. So the missing number is 12. Okay, for B, 7 times 2p is what? What is it, Louis?
14p.
14p, awesome. Do you want to try and write 14 in here with my little stylus pen? What do you reckon?
Sure.
You reckon you're going to have a go at that? 14p minus 35, very good. Okay, what about over here, Gabe? 2 times 4x is what?
4n minus 35.
2 times 4x. What's 2 times 4x? 2 times 4 is?
8x.
8. Yeah, 8. So it's 8x, isn't it? Okay, and 2 times 5 is?
10.
10. Beautiful. All right, and the last one, Zach, 10 times 5 is?
50 plus 30 q.
Excellent. 50 plus 30q. Very good. All right, now that's distributive law. If you can't expand brackets, you can't solve equations that involve expanding brackets. Now, I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to get you guys just to have a go at A and B. What you've got to do is, first of all, you've got to use, step one, you've got to use distributive law to expand the brackets, just like you've done. Then what we've got to do is we've got to solve the equations just like you've been doing in the previous exercises, A to D. I'm going to pause this video now, and I'm going to give you about, say, 3 minutes to, first of all, expand those brackets and solve those. We want to find what U is and J is. Away you go. We're back in the room. Okay, so I've tried to outline what I'm doing here. Step one with these is we expand the brackets using distributive law, just like what we were doing before. And the second thing is we solve the equation for the unknown variable. In part A, it's U. In part B, it's J, and so on. So let's expand it, and we've got to remember that if this was worth 3 marks in a test, you need to show you're working. I do not want you to just write your answer all because maybe you guess 2 times 26 is 52, yeah? So that means inside the brackets, I could say that 4 times something plus 2 is 26. That something is 6. Well, that's not going to, if you just guess the answer or guess and check, remember that as we go on and on, that the algebraic equations become fractions and things like that. You can't guess and check anymore. So you have to show you're working. There is a reason why you're showing you're working, trust me. Now, what we're doing is 2 times 4u. We're doing this one over here. 2 times 4u is 8u. 2 times 2 is 4, and that is equal to 52. Now, we're going to do it the long way, and I know that you've got it. Now, for starters, what are we going to do? We're going to look at BODMAS. What's the opposite of plus 4? Minus 4 from both sides. Now, some of you are doing this, which is fine. You're going, okay, I've got a minus 4 from that side and minus 4 from that side. That's perfectly fine. Either way, the result is that this positive 4 is now cancelled out, and I've got 8u is equal to 48. Therefore, what am I doing to both sides? I'm dividing both sides by 8. And I'm dividing this side by 8. And that is going to give me u is equal to 6. Now, I had a little bit of a guess before. I do not want you to write that. This is what you're doing. First of all, expanding the brackets is worth 1 mark. Getting to this step is worth a 2nd mark. And then correctly dividing both sides by 8 will be your 3rd and final mark. If you just wrote the answer, you'd get 1 mark. Okay? So, that's that one. Are there any questions so far about that? Okay, let's do part B then. First of all, using distributive law, we're doing step 1 here. 3 times 3j is 9j. 3 times minus 4. Well, a negative number times by a positive number is a negative number. So just think about dealing with the negative at the end. 4 times 3 is 12, but it's negative 12. Is equal to 15. Now what we want to do is we want to look at this negative 12 and we want to do the reverse operation or the inverse operation to both sides. So we're going to add 12 to the left, we're going to add 12 to the right. What is that going to give me? 9j is equal to what? 27. And we're then going to do the final step, which is divide this side by 9. Divide this side by 9 using the inverse of multiplied by 9, and that's going to give me j is equal to 3. Awesome. Once again, this is I guess probably a 3-step problem. If this is worth 3 marks, this would be a mark, this would be a mark, and this would be a mark. Once again, you need to demonstrate your working. And I'm going to do let's do part F now, and I'm just going to go through and do one more with you, and then we're going to basically call it a day, I think. Now, what would I do with this? I could do it a couple of ways. Now, I could expand the brackets. The question's asking you to expand the brackets, but I'm just going to show you there's 2 methods for solving this problem. Method 1, I'm going to do on the left, which is what we've been doing. So we've got method 1, and then we've got a second method. Okay, so I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to call it a day. All right, method 1 is expanding the brackets using distributive law. So what we're going to do is 26 is equal to 2 times 3a is 6a, 2 times 4 is 8. Now what I have to do is I have to subtract 8 from both sides, don't I? So I have to subtract 8 from both sides to get rid of this positive 8. And that's going to give me 18 is equal to 6a, which of course I'm going to divide both sides by 6. I'm going to say that a is equal to 3. Now that's method 1. And that might be worth 3 marks. You could alternatively, can someone explain to me or put their hand up, what is method 2 for doing this problem? What's method 2? Anyone want to put their hand up and have a go? 2, 1. Okay, so Bill's going to explain his method. What's your method, Bill?
You want to divide both sides by 2.
Okay, so you want to divide both sides by 2. So you've got 26 is equal to 2, 3a plus 4. So what we're doing is Bill's sort of saying, well, we've got brackets. In order to deal with those brackets, we've got to evaluate that or get rid of those brackets at the end. So he's going to, first step, rather than expand the brackets, he's going to divide both sides by 2. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what have we got on the left-hand side, Bill?
13.
13 is equal to, now do I have to have these brackets anymore?
No.
No, 3a plus 4. So what we've done is we've actually got rid of the brackets by dividing both sides by 2. Bill, do you want to solve this for me? You can even write on here. How's that sound? So he's subtracting 4 from both sides. Good. So we've got 9 equal to 3a. That's fantastic. Answer is excellent. Can everyone give Bill a round of applause? Well done, Bill. All right, now guess what? We've finished 2 minutes before the bell. What you need to do for homework are questions from what? 7E. All right, I'm going to post this on YouTube today and I'll send you the link. Thank you very much.